Okay, so the other day I presented you with a testable question. Which liquid best dissolves gummy bears? And that came from the fact that when I put gummy bears in my mouth and I hold them there, I know that they kind of turn into a liquid, which is dissolving. They disappear into the liquid. So I asked you for some suggestions about what could be changed as a variable. And of course, changing the liquid is what I was thinking I would do, but some people noticed that when we put it in our mouth is actually warm, so I could run an experiment where I test to see if it dissolves faster in warm temperatures or cold temperatures. That would be another variable that I could use. How much liquid do I use? Do I use a lot of liquid or a little liquid? That could be the one thing that I control or do differently. How long do I leave it sit? Do I leave it sit for only an hour, 10 hours, 24 hours, 100 hours? That could be another variable. Something that changes in an experiment is a variable. And in a controlled experiment, we want to control all the variables except for one, where we only make a change in one thing. So those were lots of great ideas that you had for changing up the variables in this experiment, and I'm considering some of those for an experiment that I will run starting later today. But for today, I have a video of another scientist running a fair test, a controlled experiment, using baking soda and vinegar. And you'll get to observe how it starts with a question. It has lots of controls and procedures involved in setting it up. There's data being collected on a data table, and then that data is converted into a graph. So it's easy to interpret or to answer the question so that we can get evidence to support a claim about the answer to that question that she has. And at the end of the video, you will see her conclusion, which is the answer to the question that she started with. And I will be setting up an experiment with the gummy bears to go through that same process in a few days. But for today, I hope you enjoy the video with baking soda and vinegar.